All right, so in this video, I'm going to be showing you some of the Bible patterns that I've seen in the scriptures. God has revealed a lot of things to me, and sometimes I like to go live and share some of the things that God has showed me and revealed up to me. He's opened my ears and my eyes to see certain things in the scriptures. And sometimes I like to make videos and bring it to the world. And one of the things I'm going to show you today are some patterns, Bible code patterns that I've seen. God taught me His medicine. He taught me His way to His medicine, as opposed to the big pharma systems, pharmacia medicine. So we're going to look at some patterns here. So here you see an African American code chart, number substitution cipher. Okay, A1, B2, C3, D4, E5, F6, G7, etc., etc. So this is the first of the alphabet. Alphabet letter number 1. B is 2, C is 3, A equals 1. I'm gonna do this. Here you have ascorbic acid, which the acronym is AA, which should be 11. Okay. Ascorbic acid. Ho, everyone that thirsted, come ye to the waters. Ho, this is the molecule. Ho, everyone that thirsted. Isaiah 55:11, I think it might be. Let's look it up. I have prepared some passages here. We're going to do this. Isaiah 55:11. Okay, let's try. It wasn't 11. I wouldn't have been surprised if it was. 55:1. Come all your version. This is the NIV. How you use vitamin C, how I've been using vitamin C medicinally, is by putting it in water. I want the King James. This is not for Ed's listeners. They are too narrow-minded and dumb, and people are ignorant and sugar heads, and they're on the sugar drugs. They're on the drug called sugar, and their mind is all clouded. And all this will be about their head. They can't comprehend or grasp these things. And what I've been teaching them, God's medicine, making videos, they've been mocking me for that, because God showed me that vitamin C is a type of Christ. And some of Ed's followers have been going, I don't like how Mike says that vitamin C is Jesus Christ. No, Kathy Newman, Deborah Gill, I never said that. I said vitamin C is a figure of Christ, which it is. And God showed that to me. If you're attacking God's truth, you're attacking God. It's 51. 55:1. Okay. Do this. So 1:1 equals AA. How you abbreviate ascorbic acid, which is vitamin C. Vitamin C is ascorbic acid. See if we can find a Wikipedia. Here, ascorbic acid, A, ascorbic acid, AA. Vitamin C, so short form for vitamin C, ascorbic acid is AA, ascorbic acid. Ascorbic acid, vitamin C, is a water-soluble vitamin. Okay. Ho, everyone that thirsted. If you're thirsting for better health, you need to come to the vitamin C waters. That's how I make those vitamin C. I mix ascorbic acid into water buffered with a little bit sodium bicarbonate to create sodium ascorbate, an aqueous solution of vitamin C. And I've been megadosing that because I've been thirsting for better mental physical health. And I had to come to the waters, the well of health, the wellspring of health, vitamin C water. And I've had to look to that. I was thirsting for better health. And coming to the waters, the vitamin C waters, has helped me. Ho, everyone that thirsted, come ye to the waters. Okay. So I was thirsting for better health. And disease is something that will kill you. The number 5 is the number of death in the Bible. 55. Ho. This is the molecule for vitamin C. HO, 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 HO. You could call it the Santa Claus vitamin, possibly. Ho, 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 oh. Ho, everyone that thirsted. How you megadose vitamin C, how I megadose vitamin C, is by mixing vitamin C into water. So vitamin C water megadosing is what I've been using to heal myself. I was thirsting for better health, and I've been using vitamin C water to heal myself. Ascorbic acid, AA. AA. AA in alphabetical code is 11. A equals 1. A equals 1, 1 equals 11. Here, we're going to show this pattern of God using the number 11 when he's talking about health. John 10:10. The thief, 10:10. 1, 1. In alphabetical code, this would be AA. 2 11s here. 11. AA. The thief cometh not, this talk about Satan, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. Satan wants to destroy people's health, mental, physical health, and he wants people to die. Satan's world system is set up to make people sick. The Satanists that control the world have put poisons in everything, pretty much. There's poisonous food, there's toxins, chemicals, pesticides, herbicides in food. There's many things in this world that are toxic for people in Satan's world system. And as a result, people are dying. And Satan is having some success in killing people because they are ignorant of God's medicine. And when I've been teaching God's medicine that will lead to less people dying every year, some people claiming to be Christians have attacked me for it. That's sinful. Megadose vitamins is sinful. So they're working for Satan because this Satan, who they are working for, doesn't want people to wake up to what God has shown me. How important it is to megadose vitamin C, ascorbic acid. The thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. Jesus Christ, speaking the first verse, I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly. So the opposite of having life is dying. And if somebody kills you, they do something to your body where your body is unable to have life anymore. That could be a toxin. You get enough of a toxin in you, and at least for those with a toxin, or for many, many years, you're getting a lot of a toxin into you, a little here, a little there, and eventually you die. So here in John 10:10, God is talking about health, living versus dying. And you need to megadose vitamin C to survive in this toxic, present evil world. And Satan doesn't want people to believe me. So I've seen Satan come against me via satanic evil people like Jason and Deborah and these people, where I say, people need to megadose vitamin C. It's God's medicine. Cured me of this and that health. I've cured myself of this and that health problem. Helped other people. I have testimonies on my YouTube channel. Other people say, yes, I listened to what Mike said. I need to fix this health problem I have. Now Satan will come against you on the fake Christians and be like, Mike is crazy. This info, he puts out this info about vitamins because I teach that you can cure certain health problems by making also vitamin C, which I have done. And other people can testify on my YouTube channel that Mike came into my life, said, make also vitamin C, cure my allergies. Now I don't have allergies anymore. And them mouthpieces for Satan that wants people to be sick. He wants to kill, steal, and destroy people's health, their life, etc. They want to help Satan, and they are doing that. So they will attack the truth that God has shown me and used me to bring to the world and talk about to Christians and others. They want to attack them because they work for Satan. The thief comes not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. So if Satan wants people to die, he wants to destroy people's mental and physical health. And somebody's out here, God showed me that people need to megadose vitamin C to have good health, and it can help with this and that health problem. People working for the thief, meaning Satan, will go, that's disinfo. It's dangerous. Don't megadose vitamins. It's dangerous to megadose vitamins. Mike says that megadose vitamins can help with the health problems. That's disinfo. Don't believe him. Okay. They're working for Satan. They've exposed themselves as the satanic filth that they are. I come that they might have life and they might have more abundantly. So you see John 10:10 here talk about death and life. Okay. 1:1. Next, Exodus 7:11. Then Pharaoh also called the wise men and the sorcerers, not the magicians of Egypt. They also did in like manner with enchantments. And in this chapter, you have Moses and Aaron casting down rods that became serpents. And then the magicians of Egypt working for Satan. This is symbolizing what I see in here. It's symbolizing the world system. Pharaoh and Egypt symbolize the world system today. Okay. And you had the big pharma system. They also did in like manner with enchantments. I had this verse play out in my life where my lovely wife-to-be, We Wonderful, had extremely serious allergies to the point she had to stop working because she couldn't keep working with yarn, doing handmade crochet items because her allergies are so bad. It kept her from being able to work with the yarn because she would be reacting allergically to it. And she went to the big pharma system, likewise with their enchantment system, big pharma system. And they went, oh, we got these medicines. And she said they didn't help that much. They helped. She felt a little bit better for a few days, and then the medicine stopped working. Okay, they're the big pharma medicines. I come into life. You need to megadose vitamin C. I used to have extremely serious allergies. I've been megadose vitamin C. It helped me. That's what you need to do. Showing forth God's medicine, the real medicine, Caduceus symbol. Okay, God's medicine, and then that's what I'm seeing in here. Exodus 7:11. So you have the big pharma system versus God's medicine is something you can see in this verse, where they did likewise also with the enchantments. Meaning we have this health problem. Well, we got a medicine for that big pharma drug. You got anxiety. We got a big pharma drug for that. Benzodiazepines. Or you have depression. We have big pharma drugs, SSRIs. And then God has his own medicines, herbal and vitamins and amino acids. Well, you take enough St. John's wort, you might relieve your depression. Okay, it's an herb. And they have, we have likewise also with our enchantments. We also have something we call medicine that we can give you and help you with depression. Now, the difference is God's medicine, there's no recorded death from vitamins. But there are many recorded deaths from big pharma drugs. Big pharma drugs taken as prescribed are one of the leading causes of death in America and Sweden. Ascorbic acid. Okay, AA11. I'm not checking the comments. Okay, I've stopped checking my comments. I'm not checking comments. I don't check comments on my videos. I don't check the comment section. I don't check people's comments. I don't check comments. If I get comments, I see I got a comment here. I'm not going to check it. I don't check comments live. I don't check comments on my videos after I'm done being live. My YouTube channel is putting out information. I'm not here to make friends or talk with people. Okay, I'm here to deliver things to the world, not to converse with people. Here, Exodus 7:11, John 10:10, and Leviticus 11. Okay, and here God is giving health advice to the children of Israel. He's teaching them how to be safe. Let's look here. Here, Leviticus 11:25. And whosoever beareth aught of the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the even. So God is teaching you, if you carry a dead animal, you're considered unclean. What is that? Bacteria. If you pick up a dead animal, you touch the dead animal with your hands, there's going to be bacteria on that dead animal that can make you really sick. So God is giving health advice to the Jews here. Don't touch dead things. Now when we know about bacteria, it's clear to see why. If you touch a dead animal, you know that you're going to get some bacteria on it. You can get really sick. So here in Leviticus 11, God is teaching health advice. Don't touch these things. This is health advice. He's teaching Jews to protect themselves from bacteria. And if you're exposed to bacteria by touching dead things, you might get really sick. Here's a caduceus symbol. Exodus 7:11. You have two systems, God's medicine system and the big pharma system. Two systems. You know how you call it the pharmacy? I'm going to show you something. And I know that was my girlfriend. This is We Wonderful. I have a way to know if it's we that writes or not. If it's other people write, I'm not checking the comments. Here we're gonna check something here. Caduceus. Oh yeah. Just look at this. Look at this. Here. Pharmakia. Pharmakia. In ancient Greek, the use of drugs, potions, spells, and or poisoning, witchcraft, magical potions. This is where the word pharmacy comes from. And big pharma. Pharmacy, pharmakia, pharmacy, the use of drugs or medicines, sorcery, witchcraft, like enchantments. Exodus 7:11. Exodus 7:11. Sorcerers. They also didn't like man with the enchantments. This is too deep for people. Most people are not ready for this level of truth. Okay. Meaning I can see this and I have many things to say and hard to be uttered, seeing that ye are dull of hearing. And I don't care how that makes you feel. I don't care how that makes you feel out there. You are the problem. It's you. Hi. You're the problem. It's you. Really, a word to the wise is enough. Meaning, I figured this out on my own. I didn't need somebody to explain it from every angle. I saw this myself. Meaning, okay, I know this Bible verse, I know this about health, fitness. God showed me this about His medicine, about the world system. Oh, okay. And really, if I have to over-explain this to you, uh, you're a lost cause. A lot of people out there are lost causes, and it's up to you to make yourself to stop being a lost cause. You can't stop being a lost cause, but a lot of people have made themselves lost causes. They're unreachable to the truth. They're deaf, dumb, and blind. They can't see. Like Ed and his followers. I think we might have fallen asleep. Yeah, but basically, ascorbic acid, that's God's medicine. You had the medical symbol. That's a rod with a serpent around it. Moses had a showdown in Aaron with the uh, enchanters of Egypt, the magicians, Pharaoh's magicians, and they cast down the rod and became a serpent. And then the big format, both they cast down rods and become serpents. What I'm seeing there, it's like the big pharma system. Yeah, I have allergies. Well, we have this thing. And then you have God has another thing. Well, you have allergies. We have this thing for that. And there's two different things. And the big pharma system, well, we also likewise, we also have something else with allergies. The difference is that the big pharma drugs have a long list of potential side effects. when there's no recorded deaths from vitamins, there's no toxic dose of vitamin C. But a lot of people die every year from taking big pharma drugs. Even the most benign big pharma drugs, such as antihistamine pills, can kill you. You can look at the inserts. Some of these, the most benign big pharma drugs, have a long list of potential side effects, where there's no people dying from vitamins. There's no toxic dose of vitamin C. And the bad lines have been drawn, and Ed and his followers have shown that they're on the side of lies, of Satan, of death. He's the father of lies. Edward P. 53 and his followers, the bad lines have been drawn. They have shown what side they're on. Meaning God has been working with me. He's been teaching me life-affirming truth that can help save people's lives. And I've been out here sharing with other people freely. Freely I have received, freely I've been giving. And then they've shown just how satanically wicked and evil they are by attacking me. I mean, they will go, Mike's crazy. Like, they're fighting against, you're going to be found to be fighting against God himself. Because this work is not the work of man's hand. What I've been doing, what I on YouTube, teach about God's medicine, telling Christians, non-Christians, that they need to make those vitamin C to have better health, to protect themselves from this toxic, evil world. That's God. That's God. And you will be found to be fighting against God himself, those who have been fighting against me. Same with Morton Richard, that came to attack me for speaking the truth. He's also shown that he's of Satan. I'm a man of God. I've been down here doing God's will. God has been working through me. And then people that come against you for doing that, they expose themselves as being against God and working to sabotage the work of God and attack it. And they are working for Satan. Morton Richard works for Satan. Uh, Ed works for Satan. His followers work for Satan. I'm not saying 24/7 all the time, but they're overmuch wicked. They've been shown that they work for Satan when they attack the truth that God has somebody speaking down here on earth. That shows they are working for Satan. I'll be right back. Good night, honey. Yeah, so I've given you enough. I've given you enough information out there. If you're a Christian, you have the spirit of truth, or you're a wise person, uh, even if you're not a Christian, but if you're wise enough, I believe you should be able to receive some of these truths. There are patterns in the Bible, and there's a definite pattern about the number 11 and healing and life out there. God has his medicine, and the big pharma system has their so-called medicine. I recommend you to look at Tom Levy's video, vitamin C antitoxin video. I have it in my playlist on Mike Saha 2.0, the vitamin C playlist. Vitamin C is an antitoxin. We likes to watch me when she's falling asleep. She likes to listen to my voice to relax, and I guess it's similar to like a bedtime story or something. She feels good to listen to my voice when she's relaxed and she's about to fall asleep. I think that's cute and sweet. Good night, babe. I love you. Yeah, so just a brief look at the patterns here. I'm gonna change so pretty much only we can comment. Now I think she might have fallen asleep already. I'm experimenting with not checking the comments. I used to check the comments all the time, and I've stopped doing that. Who knows? Maybe in the future I'll go back to checking the comments again in my live streams, opening up the chat and checking the comments on my videos and stuff. But for now, I'm not gonna do it. I'm experimenting with it, see what the effects are. Customization, subscribers. I want it only weekend, right? And if somebody has been subscribed to me for a long, long time, 7 months. There you go. I'm gonna change it to 3.0 as well. Yeah, so God showed me his medicine. I'm a Christian. I had health problems, and God revealed unto me what I must do to heal myself. And the way that God works in this dispensation is not by only doing magical healing if you have a health problem, if you're a Christian, and you pray to God for healing from a health problem, for help. That God is not going to every time answer your prayer by giving you some magical healing. A lot of times the reason you have health problems is because you're eating sugar. That this is it's so simple but it's so profound. I mean, the reason that Christians have health problems is because you're megadosing sugar and microdose of vitamin C. So the reason that you're sick and look bad and feel bad and have low energy and get sick all the time is because you're eating too much sugar and getting too little vitamin C. And if you would stop megadosing sugar, switch to the exact opposite. A lot of Christians have health problems because they microdose in vitamin C and megadose in sugar. It's a good snake and a bad snake. And if you would invert it exactly and you would start megadosing vitamin C and microdosing sugar, you would see health improvement in your physical and mental health. So if you have health problems, you're a Christian, and you get sick and you get run down and you come down with things all the time, you have low energy and you have this and that health problem. And the reason you have this health problem is because for many years you've been megadosing sugar and you haven't been megadosing vitamin C. Then God is not going to answer your prayer by just magically healing you. But the reason you have a health problem is your fault. You haven't been taking enough vitamin C. You've been taking too much sugar. He's not going to just magically remove the consequence of you not taking care of your body. He's going to show you that you need to start megadosing vitamin C and decrease the amount of sugar you're getting and some other things. But most importantly, that. Meaning, if I have a health problem, my allergies, for example, when I had allergies, extreme asthma attacks, that's another thing that I cured after God showed me how to cure it. I used to have asthma attacks and relying on Ventolin inhaler. I could stop using my Ventolin inhaler, cure my asthma attacks by megadose of vitamin C. Now I was praying about my health problems. God didn't go boom, just magically remove the asthma. Okay. No, it showed me I have to be megadose of vitamin C. Because the reason that I developed asthma is because I wasn't megadose of vitamin C. I was deficient in vitamin C. I wasn't taking enough vitamin C, as most people are not getting enough vitamin C. Um, and I was eating sugar. So he showed me, well, you have this health problem. You're asking me for help to remove this health problem. Well, here's what you need to do. Start taking a lot of vitamin C and cut down on the sugar. See? He's not going to let you keep doing the wrong things. The reason you have health problems is because you're getting too little vitamin C, too much sugar. And then if you're praying to God about health problems that you got because you ate too much sugar and got too little vitamin C for many years on that basis, he's not going to just magically remove the health problem. He's going to show you, well, here's what you need to do to address this health problem. That's God's medicine. If you're thirsting for better mental physical health, you need to come to the waters, the vitamin C waters. Okay, this is vitamin C in this water. This is how I've been making also vitamin C for many years to good effect. Cure my asthma attacks, improve my allergies, etc. Coming to the vitamin C waters because I was thirsting for better health. Uh, I had a burn injury in my face. I splashed boiling water on my face. I got pretty serious burn damage in my face. And I prayed to God for healing, and I had remarkable fast healing. And not my face is not disfigured by scarring from it, which I was suspect that it could happen, seeing the damage. And I asked the doctor, like they did this surgery, like picking away like this skin on my face after I burned myself with boiled water. Uh, he was picking off like skin that was okay. And I asked him like he put on some kind of a thin compress that was supposed to be a long-term compress that you can keep on for a long while it's healing. And then he said you're gonna have to go to the local hospital and get this changed. If it was 2 weeks after, or 1 week, or 3 weeks, or whatever it was, and they're gonna have to replace it. Okay, meaning the expected rate of healing was that when they took off the bandage, it would still not be healed really well, and they would have to apply a new bandage and keep it on there or a compress for a long time and then take it off. And then they were surprised at how well it was healed. When I went with my mother to the hospital, they pulled off the nurse pulled off the patch. Like, oh, it's healed really well. We don't have to put on a new one. I mean, the plan was you're gonna have to go to the hospital. You're gonna have to take this off, put a new one on until it's healed. You're gonna have to keep this on until it's healed a lot. And they're like, no, we don't have to put on a new one. It's healed so fast. After I got the burn damage, I prayed to God that He will help heal my face, and that I wouldn't be disfigured and have a lot of scars on my face and stuff like this. And God shone the light into like I need to make it also vitamin C. I started getting serious right then about making also vitamin C, and that's what God showed me in response to my prayer for healing. That I need to make also vitamin C. Vitamin C speeds up wound healing. I'm gonna finish up pretty soon. I've been fasting all day. I do OMAD fasting. I eat one time every day, fast 20 plus hours, and I've been fasting all day, so I'm gonna cook pretty soon. So yeah, God's medicine. It's a big secret. A lot of people out there you're suffering, Christians, perishing for lack of knowledge, because you don't know that you need to make also vitamin C to have good health. I believe that person needs bare minimum 6 grams of vitamin C every day, and aim to get the sugar below 6 grams a day. That's what I do. Sugar free 2023. I got my sugar down to less than 6 grams a day, and I get a lot more than 6 grams of vitamin C every day. And if people individual needs vitamin C, meaning some person might be fine with 6 grams a day in divided doses, like 2 grams 3 times a day, for example, spread out throughout the day. Another person just got some health problem, might need 30 grams a day, or 15 or something. People individual needs some vitamin C. And Satan has these satanic, filthy, murderous agents that want people to die and be sick out here attacking the truth and trying to discredit the truth. And me, a truth speaker, Mike's crazy. It just tells you got to take a lot of vitamin C. That's disinfo. Vitamins can't help things. There's disinfo. These are the satanic filth agents that Jason is making videos saying that I'm putting up disinfo when I talk about making also vitamins. Okay, this is somebody working for Satan. And I think you could well be a lost person who's demon possessed. I would not be surprised. I'm going to finish up. I have to do a disclaimer on YouTube. Nothing I've said in this video is medical advice information. Nothing that I've said in this video is to be taken as medical advice information. If you have a health problem, consult a doctor, licensed physician. Everything I said is just my personal belief and opinion about things. Fair use for education, entertainment purposes. If you have a health problem, consult a licensed physician. Okay, that's going to be the end of the video. And I'll be showing you some of the patterns. God's healing 11, AA, ascorbic acid. Where chapters in the Bible, number 11 shows up around healing and life and death. Okay, Satan wants people to be sick and die, and God is about healing. And if you read verses in the Bible and chapters that have to do with healing and life and death, things like this, God giving health advice to the Jews, you see number 11 show up. Leviticus 11, Exodus 7:11, John 10:10. And Exodus 7:11 is not overtly surface level about health. but you can see it at the deeper layers, peeling back the layers of the onion. And the deeper layer meaning is the big pharma system versus God's medicine. That's what I'm seeing there. This the onion. I've talked about this before. The process of finding truth in this world, realizing truth and seeing reality as it is. Discernment is a process of dividing, which is why God tells you, study to shew thyself approved unto God, a workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. The process of discerning things and realizing things is a process of division. And Bible verse decodes is every verse is like an onion. And if you cut it, divide it in half, into two halves, you can see that there are multiple layers. There's a surface layer, that would be the primary application. Meaning it's like this is a verse about a well, Jacob's well. There's people bringing camels there. The surface layer is like it's a historical account. There was a man with this name who physically transported himself to this place, and then this conversation took place, and then this. That'd be the surface level, surface layer. Then if you cut deeper into it, there's other things. Oh, well, later on Jesus shows up at a well, speaking to the woman at the well. Then there's verses about let him like take water of life freely, and there will be a wellspring bubbling up unto everlasting life, eternal life. And then a lot of times Jesus shows up next to water. He walked on water, etc., etc. And there's different layered meanings. Where it's like the first times I read about in Judges and listened to it, like Samson, I was not seeing the deeper layer meaning. They took a while until I had that like, whoa, wait a minute. Samson is a foreshadow of Jesus. I saw this in the Bible, but not the first time I read the chapter. It took a while of reading through the scriptures until that became clear to me. Until I could see, wait a minute, Samson in the Old Testament is a figure, a foreshadow of Jesus Christ. And then looking at all the details, pattern recognition, having that upon my subconscious mind to draw upon to see the full picture. I realized it. Meaning it's like I know that in the New Testament, Jesus Christ was manifest, and it required me to have enough Bible knowledge in my mind to be able to see this. Meaning it's like, first of all, I know that Jesus Christ is a verse that says, for this purpose was the Son of Man made manifest to destroy the works of the devil, I think the verse goes. Okay, so what Jesus Christ did on the cross, which is two wood beams arranged this way, what he did on that cross, the two beams, was to destroy the works of the devil. And the works of the devil is to, I want everybody to go to the lake of fire where I'm going. That's the main work of the devil. I'm going to the lake of fire, and I want people to follow me there. I don't want humanity. I don't want human beings to be saved. I want them to die lost and go with me to the lake of fire. So Christ was made manifest to destroy this work of the devil. It's like, here's a way for you to not go to the lake of fire where Satan is going. Satan is like, no, I don't want people to be able to not go to the lake of fire. Okay, Jesus destroyed the works of the devil on the cross. Now, foreshadowing the Old Testament in Judges chapter 16 or 14, I don't remember, 16 possibly, you can see Samson taking two pillars and carrying them up on a hill or something like this. That's mirroring the Lord Jesus Christ carrying his cross on top of the Mount Golgotha. He was crucified. Okay, meaning the Romans would have like a hill outside the city where they would put crucified criminals, and it's like a deterrent effect. So if you go into the Roman city, you see like people crucified on a high place. You can't miss it. And it's like, this guy was a thief, and it's like, oh, I better not steal something in this city. I don't want to be found hanging there tomorrow. Okay, they had this like as a deterrent effect. Like, look at these people being caught, and okay, so it was on like a hill, like a place that's high up, and he carried his cross up there. And in the verse about Samson, he was carrying two pillars. He was carrying things. Also, it was two, meaning two beams that he was chained to, and he destroyed the works of man's hands. It's a physical destruction or physical work, God's people. Just so Satan had a work, and Jesus Christ defeated that work, caused destruction to it. Samson caused physical destruction to the Philistines, the enemies of God's people. And it's two pillars. Only in the New Testament, you have something changing and rearranging all the details, where these two beams that Samson was chained to, that are brought down to destroy this work. Building a house, it's a work. My work is finished. The work, you built the building. Physical, okay, physical work. Two things. And if you will build a house, I talked about this before, you could go to Wood Depot. I want to build a building from wood, and they'd be like, well, you need these 2x4s or something, like some rectangle, some cube-shaped long things. You can use these pillars to hold up the roof. Okay, so 2 of these can hold up a roof, and if you bring them down, you can collapse the building. And you can also rearrange them like this, and it will be a cross. Still 2 beams like this. Now it's a cross. Samson like this, Jesus like this. And both of them destroyed something. Both of them carried something. Yeah, so there's a lot of things in the scriptures. It's like an onion. There's different layers. And it's like a scroll. In the old times, they would have scrolls. Okay. And this is like an onion too. A scroll is like an onion. Where the deeper you go into it, you get into deeper and deeper layers. The more you read. The more you read, the more information you gather, the deeper you get in the layers. See? This is how they used to read in old times. They will have one on the top, on the bottom, and they will go like this. Okay? They will read like this. And when I want to read back, they will go like this. That's how they used to have books. The Elder Scrolls. The Elder Scrolls. Yeah. So, there is a definite pattern. I've seen a pattern: healing, life and death, God being a healer. You see water show up. You see 11. 11 is ascorbic acid, vitamin C, and God made vitamins. I know that this is too much for the dumb, ignorant, blind followers of Ed. They're blind followers of a blind leader, which is why they keep falling to the ditch all the time. This is too much for you to comprehend and grasp. I'm going to keep walking with God, and He will keep opening my eyes and ears to things. And I will keep seeing things, and you can keep being blind and read the commentary books. Okay. And I do proclaim the curse of the Lord upon Edward P. 43. Edward P. 43, the Bible teacher, hath done me much evil. The Lord reward him according to his works. I pray that God will fight against him and fight against everybody that fights against me. I pray that God will afflict and attack Jason, Deborah, and Ed, and Frank, and Phil for the sins against me. I pray that God will attack them for what they've done to me. And that they will know that this is your hand, Lord, that thou hast done. In the name of Lord Jesus Christ, I pray, amen. Där ska det bli en video.